Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite glow foundations by L'Oreal, and then we're also going to be applying several new products that I've recently purchased and would like to try out in this video, so I hope you'll enjoy this journey with me today. So the first product that I'm going to apply is my Clinique Moisture Surge Face Spray. This is a little trial size version that I have of it. I'm just going to go ahead and get some of that all over my face to just kind of hydrate and set everything before I put the moisturizer on. And the moisturizer that I'm going to use today is my Clinique Moisture Surge. This is a 72-hour auto replenishing hydrator. I have a little trial size in this, and I have also purchased the full size of this in the past, and I really liked this. So it's a very gel-like consistency, and I'm just going to go ahead and get that on my face and get everything moisturized and set for makeup application. I love the way that this feels, and I do really feel like it gives some nice moisture in the skin. I feel like Clinique products are really good for sensitive skin, which I definitely struggle with. I'm also getting that down here on my neck. The next product I'm going to apply is also by Clinique, and that will be my Clinique All About Eyes. This is a new purchase, and I've been wanting to try their eye cream before. So this is 100% fragrance-free, allergy-tested. It's a hydrating cream gel that diminishes the look of circles, shadows, puffs, and lines. It suggests to apply this AM and PM to the eye area. So this is what the packaging looks like. You've got this beautiful light pink jar with the silver lid. This is brand new. I picked this up from Ulta recently on an Ulta haul, and I am wanting to get this little cap off. It's got a brand new cap here. I'm just actually gonna, I don't like to waste any product, so I'm gonna just take it from that cap, and we're gonna go right underneath the eye. Ooh, I like the texture of this. Feels very creamy. Lately I've been really dry right here. It's almost to the point where it's sore. So I want to make sure I moisturize right there in the corner of my eye. And again, I'm just going to dip right off of this little protector cap that it came with, because I think that this will definitely moisturize my under eye area. I really like the feel of this. I have never tried their eye cream before, but I've tried the 72-hour moisturizer that I just put on, and I loved it, so I was really curious to try the eye cream, and I think this is definitely going to be a must in my beauty routine. I'm always looking for a good eye cream. It's sometimes hard to find those, you know, especially because some of them just don't feel quite hydrating enough, but this one really feels like it's nicely hydrating, which I love, because the older I get, I'm 36, and the older I get, my eye area just seems to be extremely dry. So now that I've got that applied, the next product that we are going to go on to is going to be a primer, and I'm going to use my Hard Candy Sheer Envy Glow Primer, and this is one of my favorite primers. It has a nice kind of glowy texture to it, very glowy, and I'm going to be combining that with my glowy foundation that we're going to be putting on today. The foundation that I'm using is one that I have used several times in the past, and I absolutely love it. It's another favorite drugstore recommendation. It used to be my number one. It was my number one until they came out with the Loreal Infallible 24-hour foundation that I recently did a review on, and it's definitely my number one pick, but this is, I would say, my number two pick. This would definitely be in my top 5 drugstore. So this is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow, and this is what the packaging looks like. So if you're looking for it in the drugstore, look for this. So basically it has a broad spectrum SPF of 15. It's a radiant finish for normal to dry skin. It's hydrating, and I wear the shade Creamy Natural 202. So this is very long wearing for it being such a glowy foundation. I've got a new bottle of it here. Just gonna go ahead and get the little seal off so we can start applying this. And I have some really fun makeup sponges that I want to use today. Isn't this awesome? Look at this cute little ball. So these are by Real Techniques, and these are their cosmic sponges. I have this one, and then there's also a little smaller one that I'm going to be using to apply my concealer today. I just thought this was so cute. I saw these on Ulta's website, and they came in a 2-pack, both of these, and I just had to pick them up because I thought, well, this is so neat. I've never seen sponges that are in the shape of you know, little round balls. So it's kind of like they said they did this because of cosmic, you know, the whole planets in space. So I thought this would be really fun to try. So I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze the foundation onto the back of my hand, and then I'm going to dip this cute little ball into the foundation, and we're going to start applying that to the skin. Now, as you will see, you can completely and totally get full coverage with this foundation. Sometimes you might have to have a couple of pumps, but this is definitely a full coverage, glowy foundation, very dewy. And the coverage and the finished look is beautiful. That is what I really love about this foundation, is just the fact that when it's finished and it's all over your skin, it leaves your skin with such a beautiful, radiant complexion. And I can appreciate that so much from a foundation. That's actually what I gravitate to. If I do wear a matte foundation, I tend to add glow either with you know, my blush or my highlight. But I just think that this is a beautiful, beautiful foundation. I have traveled with this. I've used this many times. It's very travel friendly because the way the packaging is, you can just throw this in your travel bag and go. I just think it's a beautiful coverage. It's natural looking, doesn't look too cakey, and it just looks beautiful on the skin. And it wears really well too, which is another thing that I love about this. It actually provides some stay, you know, it does. I have never tried it up to 24 hours, so I don't think, you know, that it would, I'm not sure that it would live up to those claims, but I do know that it can easily last through an 8-hour day with little to no touch up. So as you can see, I achieved pretty much full coverage. I need to get some concealer on a few of the dark spaces as well as underneath my eye, but I just love the coverage that this provides. I think it's gorgeous. And I really like this. This is really fun. You know, it feels just like a beauty blender, but it's in the shape of a little round ball. So that's just fun. So then for concealer today, I'm going to be using this 16-hour Camo concealer, and this is by Eyes, Lips, Face. I'm wearing the shade Light Peach. This is a new tube of this, so it claims to camouflage those pesky spots and under eye circles with this high coverage, crease resistant 16-hour wear concealer. Now this claims to be as good as Tarte Shape Tape, and I haven't really played around with it long enough to see, but I do think that it's comparable because I have used it a couple of other times before this in a different shade, and I felt like it really did have the coverage that Shape Tape did. The amazing thing about this is if you're looking for something similar to Shape Tape and you're wanting to try this out, this is only $5. So that's what really impressed me, is that they're making this and it's only $5. So it has a big, I would say, buck foot. This is bigger than a doe foot applicator. And I'm going to get that underneath my eyes. And as you can tell, just from seeing it right out of the tube here, that's a lot of pigment. And I'm really wanting to conceal these dark circles today, so I'm just going to go ahead and get this on. I have not had to dip back into the tube, and as you can tell, I have a lot of product here that I'll be blending in with that beauty blender. So if you're looking for something similar to Tarte Shape Tape, I do think that this will work. And for $5, it's pretty awesome. They have a lot of shade range too. So if you have, you know, very dark skin, clear down to very light skin like myself, fair skin, I think you'll be able to find a shade that will work with your skin tone, which I think is really awesome. So I'm going to go back in with the other little beauty blender, and this is the the purple ball one, and we're going to get the concealer blended in here. I always like to conceal underneath, like right above my lips, and then definitely right around my nose, because those little crevices hide a lot of dark circles. And then what I do is I just kind of take the concealer down. I sometimes roll it underneath my eye like that to get it up underneath. I actually love applying concealer with a beauty blender underneath my eyes, because I really feel like it provides nice coverage underneath your eyes when you use a mini beauty blender. I mean, you can use a mini one like this. There's also some Swispers at Walmart. It's in the section where you can get like Q-tips and cotton balls. They have some Swispers. They're real tiny beauty blenders that when you get wet, they grow in size a little bit, but they work perfectly underneath your eyes, and they're only like $3 at Walmart. Really soft, really nice. What I like about using a beauty blender under your eye is because, as we all know, under our eyes, the skin the skin underneath our eyes is pretty thin, and it's definitely sensitive. I think more sensitive than some other parts of our face. And by using one of these, it just really helps to conceal your under eye, but also being gentle on your under eye with this. So I really like, that's one of the reasons why I really like using a beauty blender. I don't always get in the bathroom and get them wet, and sometimes I'm just in a hurry and use a brush, but I really think that this is a gentle way to put the concealer on your under eyes, and just the overall experience of applying a concealer with this type of beauty blender is just really refreshing. It feels kind of like spa day. So now that I have all of that applied, I'm going to go in with my powder. The powder I'm using today is my L'Oreal Baked Balance and Glow Illuminating Foundation in Fair. This is actually a foundation, but I use it as a powder. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques powder brush to get this all over my face. This is definitely a powder that I think is beautiful. You can wear this alone as just a foundation, but I always use this as my setting powder, and I think it's beautiful. It has all these wonderful swirls, and it just looks gorgeous on the skin. It looks gorgeous with this Pro Glow foundation. And so I really love pairing. I think that this powder along with that foundation from L'Oreal is absolutely beautiful together. Okay, now that I've got that on, I also want to add a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. This stuff is so amazing. It smells like you just walked off the beach. And I just like to get a little bit of that around the perimeter of my face and down my T-zone, so it looks like I've spent some time out in the sun. All right, so then the next product that I want to use is one of my favorite blushes. And let's see, what did I do with it? I had it right here in front of me. It's hiding behind the Clinique box. So this is the L'Oreal Baked Blush-n-Brighten in Tropic Hues. L'Oreal makes some amazing powders, and she also makes some amazing blushes. Isn't this shade just gorgeous? Look at the color. I'm trying to get the lighting. Look at the color. It's just swirls. Swirls and swirls of, you know, there's some light pink. There's a little bit of champagne. No glitter. It just has this beautiful shine to it. And there's also like a little bit of burgundy in there. And I love these blushes. I've used them many times in the past. I'm going to use my AOA Studio F13 brush. I'm just going to dip into this blush and start applying that right here. As you can tell, as I'm applying this, the color is beautiful. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it definitely has some nice shine already in that blush. So if you pack a highlighter on top of this, it will definitely give you a lot of glow. But I think today, since this blush is already so glowy, and since the foundation has so much glow, I'm not going to worry about a highlighter today. We're just going to go full on with this beautiful Tropic Hues color. I love these baked blushes. I picked up a couple of them during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty event. They do have some nice deals on there. And this is actually one of the shades that had already sold out, so I went online to eBay and found it and purchased it on there because I just absolutely love those blushes. So now that I got all of that on, the next thing that I want to apply is my Easy Brow Automatic Eyebrow Pencil in Natural Taupe. And then I do want to share an eyeshadow look with you today using one of my Wet n Wild palettes. So I will be showing you that in just a moment. I'll make sure I get my eyebrows set up. Alright, so now let's go in with the eyeshadow. First, I want to use a eyeshadow primer. I purchased the Urban Decay eyeshadow primers also from Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty event, and I purchased the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in Sin, and then I also got the anti-aging one because I had been wanting to try both of them. Now this one has the one called Sin, which is what this one is. It has a shimmery effect to it, as you can tell. So I just get a little bit of that on my lid. So if you're wanting to add shimmer as a base to start out your eye makeup look, you can pick up this one in the shade Sin, and it'll just kind of give you that glowy look. As you can tell, this whole look today is all about the glow. So everything that I'm applying has some kind of glow theme to it. So now I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow. The eyeshadow that I'm using today is by Wet n Wild. This is called Not a Basic Peach, and these are really fun palettes. Wet n Wild has been around for quite some time, and as you probably know, if you've been a Wet n Wild fan, you've seen the eyeshadows get better and better, and their formulas get better, and I think that they just have a lot of fun eyeshadows that you can use, and for a good price point, of course. They're very affordable, very budget friendly, and I just love the colors in here. You got some golds and some peaches and a fun pop of kind of like a teal blue, which I thought would be fun to wear with this shirt that I'm using. So I'm going to go in with my flat shader brush by BH Cosmetics to start out and get a little bit of this light peach shade. I'm just going to go ahead and start out by getting that on the lid. And then, as you know, I like to go in with some deeper shades to kind of deepen things up a little bit here. Just getting this all over the lid. It's a nice peachy look for the eyelid. Okay, then next I'm going to go in with my Morphe M321. This is a pointed brush, has a pointed tip on it, to do a crease. And I'm going to go in with this darkest brown shade right here. I'm going to dot it, and then I dot right here, and I dot right here. Since I have hooded eyelids, I like to make a defined crease that when my eyes are open, I am able to see the crease. Okay. Now that I have that on, I'm going to go in with my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush, start blending this in. I think that Wet n Wild eyeshadows have really came a long way. I mean, I like their older ones too, like Sweet as Candy, and they had a couple other ones that have been around for a while, and then I think they were repackaged. But I just think they have a really nice formula for as inexpensive as they are. You can really get a nice look with these eyeshadows. So if you're looking for an eyeshadow, you know, palette that's not too expensive, but will still provide you some nice color on the lids, this is another brand to check out. They have several limited edition shades, and then, you know, they have their line. Here where I'm at, I can find them at Walmart. I have Wet n Wild at my local Walmart, as well as Walgreens, and I always kind of check Walgreens if I'm looking for anything limited edition by Wet n Wild, because they usually carry the more limited edition shades and lines that Wet n Wild tends to come out with around the holidays. Okay, so now I got that blended in. Now I'm going to go in with my Morphe M506 brush to kind of add some definition to the crease. I'm going to go in with this, there's like a really pretty coppery, like a coppery glittery shade kind of thing. I'm just going to go in with my inner corner to try to deepen things up slightly and add some more glowiness to this beautiful makeup look. I just love that foundation. I mean, I love the way it goes on. I think that it just provides this really natural look, but it's full coverage. So you've got this radiant, full coverage, natural look that doesn't feel like you're wearing a ton of makeup. It's definitely it's a huge fan of mine. I've been using it for several years now, ever since that came out, and I've been buying several backups of it because the Infallible Pro Glow. They also make a matte version, so if you're wanting just a matte foundation, that's also a really good one. But I just love the glow. I just love the way it looks. I think it is so gorgeous. Okay, so now that I've got that on, I'm going to go back in with my BH Cosmetics flat shader brush. I'm sorry, these are not numbered, so I'm not sure what the number, because they don't have numbers on their brushes. I think they came in a travel set. There's a really nice kind of plummy pink shade right here that I think I'm going to go back in and add right down here, just to kind of deepen the eyelid up. I love these pink and golds and coppers. Just think they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. I also want to blend this in right up in here just to make sure got everything covered. I also want to add this fun pop of green, so I'm going to put, let me go back to my pointed brush. I want to put a little bit of the highlight right here in the inner corner just to give that nice pop effect. I learned that trick from watching Emily Noel 83's videos. I love her videos. She is awesome. If you have not checked out her channel, be sure and check her out. It's Beauty Broadcast. Amazing. She's an amazing person. So I'm just getting that in. And then I'm going to take that same brush and go into this green shade down here. It's kind of a teal blue. And see if I can't get that, like maybe right here. Let's see if we can get the color to show up a little bit better. There we go. Just kind of want that. I don't want to put it, I don't want to overlap it on the crease shade, because then it might take away some of the color that I already have going on there, and I like what's going on in my crease right now. So I'm just going to apply that right there. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with my E40 tapered blending brush, and I need to get some of the highlight, this light shade here, on the brush, and I just go right underneath my brow with that. Going right underneath the brow. Right underneath the brow. Yeah, I really like that look. I think it looks really nice. And I don't remember what I paid for this, because I've had this eyeshadow palette for a while. But Wet n Wild's eyeshadow palettes don't really cost a whole lot. I mean, they're even their limited edition might not be any more than like $8 or $9. Let me reposition this, because this is falling off my head. These bands are so adorable, and sometimes they just want to fall off. So I'm going to kind of grip it around my ear right there. There we go. That'll work for now. Maybe that kind of looks silly, so I'm just going to go like that and hope it stays for just a few more minutes. So then I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. Let me see here. I've got a couple of them. I'm going to use the BH liquid eyeliner today. This is in black. So this is just your standard liquid eyeliner. And just want to make sure that I get this on the eyelid. And then I'm going to use a mascara by Clinique. I need to go into my other mirror over here just to make sure, because it's hard to see sometimes. I've got that mirror too far away from me. Okay, and then let me go over here on this side. I think I'm out of the view. Just concentrating here so I can get the eyeliner on. I struggle with eyeliner sometimes. Getting that even. I have a lot of crepiness on the top of my lids there when I try to close my eye to see what I'm doing, and it just doesn't go very smoothly. Okay, now that I've got that on, I'm trying to get this situated. This is real life, y'all. All my videos are unedited. I just show you the way things go. Okay, so the mascara that I'm going to use today is my Clinique High Impact Mascara, and this is the Lash Building Primer. I'm just going to hook these. For some reason, this just doesn't want to stay on. Maybe it's because I just freshly washed my hair. I'm just going to hook it there so it'll stay better for now. Okay, so this is the mascara, and the thing that's really intrigued me about this is that you're getting both a primer and you're getting a mascara. So I wanted to try that out today, and I thought I would show that on camera. So I'm going to go ahead and put the primer on. All right, headband. You just don't want to stay on, do you? I usually don't have any problems with it, but today... All right, well, I'm just going to take it off. We're just going to take it off and go as is. There we go. Okay, so back to this primer. I am trying this one out. This is by Clinique. And what's cool is that it's a dual-sided. So you're getting both the primer and the mascara. And I like those. I like something that can prime your lashes and then everything you need's in the same tube. This is actually like a trial size that I got for purchasing the Clinique All About Eyes that I was showing at the beginning of this video, which I love, by the way. That's a definite keeper, definite one that I will be using again. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with the primer side and do this eyelash. Alright, now that I've got that on, I'm going to do the mascara. And then we will finish with a beautiful lip color. Also, I wanted to tell you guys that I have started another channel. So if you're interested in wig reviews, check out my other channel. It's called Glam Life Wig Reviews. And it's all about alternative hair, and I've been loving my wigs lately. My bio hair has some thinning, and wigs have just been life-changing for me. Really, really life-changing. And on that channel, I will be sharing short reviews on the style that I'm wearing, the color that I'm wearing, and you know, if it's curly or if it's straight or if it's volume, and the different brands, the different names. So if you're interested in alternative hair and the way that it looks, definitely check out my channel on there, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like to see these type of videos. And also the other channel, again, it's called Glam Life Wig Reviews, and it's going to be all about short, to the point wig reviews. So I'm very excited about that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and a way to show people what the different colors are and just how they wear and how they look once they're on. So the lip product that I'm using today is by Revlon. This is my Revlon HD, it's their Ultra HD Lip Lacquer, and I'm wearing the shade 510 in Tourmaline. Packaging is gorgeous. It's this beautiful pink with a kind of like clear diamond cap and then a silver handle. It doesn't have a doe foot applicator, it just has like a regular brush. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of this on. I think that because it has a brush, it's a little bit harder to control as far as the precision goes. But I love these colors. This is part of their HD line. They also have some HD lip. They also have some HD lipsticks, and this is the lip gloss, and I just love this HD line because the colors are gorgeous, and as you can tell, it's very opaque. Very, what you see in the tube is what you get, and I love lip products that are that way. Unless, of course, I want something sheer, but the only time I usually want something that sheer on my lips is if I am, you know, just looking for a lip balm, say, to go to bed with or something. This is beautiful. It's called Tourmaline. Don't you just love that shade? I love to pair hot pink like this or bright pink like this with green. Since I'm wearing a green top today, I like to definitely pair pink and greens together, and certain shades just, I think, look really good with certain tops or shirts that I'm wearing. So I hope you enjoyed this look today. I had a lot of fun applying it. Again, the foundation is definitely a must-have. I think that this is something to definitely check out if you haven't already. Really love the concealer. That Eyes Lips Face concealer by E.L.F. is a wonderful concealer for only $5. The eye cream, this is a definite if you're looking for a good eye cream. The Clinique All About Eyes is really, really nice. And then, of course, I love the L'Oreal blush. And I think this eye look is really fun too. I think for the price point, for the, you know, eyeshadows that you're getting in here, I think that you could really create a lot of looks with that. And again, Wet n Wild's very affordable, and of course I'm loving the lip color. So I hope you enjoyed this look today. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to be notified of any new videos that I post. And I definitely upload videos weekly. And then again, if you're interested in alternative hair, try looking for Glam Life wig reviews, and I'd love for you to subscribe to that as well so that you can be notified every time there's a new hair review up. Hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!